What's up, guys?
What up?
What up, Film Bros? We're back in another episode. We're talking about two unlikely friends, Reds, and our other friend,
Frank Castle.
It's more like, and then also.
The best one he did was when he jumped from the building. The mutant one when he jumped from the building. Yeah. He's like, all right. So we watched season 2 of Born Again. We're just gonna give you our raw thoughts on what we thought about it and everything. And so I guess everyone take the floor first.
I'll go first. So I think with Daredevil season 2 definitely better than season 1. Can we agree on that?
Yes. Yeah.
And I guess we watched it together. I kind of liked the finale. I thought it. I never saw the original show. You guys saw the original Netflix series, right. So for me, I'm kind of just catching on to it. I thought it was well done. I don't know. I guess I'm in agreement with you, bro. Like, I really want Daredevil to get like a movie. Mm-hmm. I kind of want him to get something like this with Punisher, like where it's like, I don't know. I feel like it should have been a binge. Personally, the week to week episodic thing, like the first couple episodes, I just kind of found myself like dozing off or zoning out or so. Mm-hmm. But I think in the end it came together well. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think that like they keep like with Daredevil specifically, like the weak thing is that they change the status quo, bring right back. Change the status quo, bring right back, and it's like the end of it feels like it was the end of one of the Netflix seasons. Mm-hmm. With like, okay, so now we've got Fisk going back to prison. Like we've seen that.
Or now Matt's going, I guess.
In Netflix now Matt's going or whatever. I guess Fisk is on a beach now, and Matt's going. I don't know. It just seems like they just like he's not having the growth that I would like for him to have. There's this one conflict that they keep bringing up, was like will he or like kill somebody or whatever,
right? And
the answer is just consistently the same thing. Just like he's always the I don't know if you call him the moral compass of the show,
right.
Like between like him and Karen.
The demon that prays. No, literally, like, you know.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like it needs to be, you know, like Punisher in the sense that, you know, he kills people, but it's gotten to the point where it's kind of silly of, you know, watching so much stuff like happen because he just won't change. Like,
right.
I don't know.
Where it's like not even like the biggest deal. I feel like I think if Daredevil had to kill every now and then, I don't think people would be crying about that. My big issue with this show is with its entire conception. I like you said, Dom, I also enjoyed the season more than Born Again season 1. But I think Chase can help me out here, where I tell you, like, these arcs already happened.
Yeah.
Like in not in bitted up ways like this. These were like fully well thought out, great arcs. When Punisher came into Daredevil season 2, it was narratively like woven perfectly. And so it's cool that other people are going to witness this. But I feel like the issue is that. What the reality is for me is that the original Daredevil, at the very least, the original Daredevil was made for the MCU. It referenced things that went on in the first Avengers movies and everything else that happened in the MCU while those 3 seasons were being made. And I think because Kevin Feige feels like now, I forgot the guy. I think his last name is Loeb. He had a problem with this guy does not like this guy or whatever when this guy was trying to attach himself to Marvel when they weren't associating with each other. So now that Kevin Feige has Daredevil, not to be long-winded, he feels like he needs 3 seasons of Daredevil as well than a movie. When really, I told Don the other day, his stamp on this, where Kevin Feige, he's human, but where Kevin Feige could have been different, what he could have been is, my stamp is, I'm going to now give him the MCU upgrade, which he did deliver on. Daredevil does get the fights are fun in the Netflix show. They are good, but they are nothing like how he moves in this show. I'll give him that, right? But what this could have been was a Daredevil special presentation, and then we could have been in movie time or at the sequel by now. So that's my issue overall with it. I guess I can't really go into story or anything because the reality is that the story to me is just the same as the Netflix show, but more bitted up. I appreciate the action.
Yeah.
I appreciate the new costumes. I gotta say just real quick, the black with the bleeding costume was not doing it for me. I wish they would have switched it up at some point in the season.
I want it all red.
All red would have been great. I would
was-
love that crimson, especially that last
Well,
episode.
you know, in the MCU, like all the new or just the direction
They're going
like,
comic book
they're going
accurate,
comic accurate.
right?
I
And
wanted
everybody was
to-
wearing red at the end when they were attacking King. Sorry, I didn't cut you.
No, you're good. Yeah,
no, they
yeah.
really-
As a strength for it, I think that the Daredevil show has done really well with the villains. Like I think that like Bullseye was
In particular, probably the best
I think the
villain.
Poindexter episode was probably the best, right?
Yeah.
One of the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like they have kind of created several little like pocket villains and stuff like that I was pretty interested in. Like the Doctor kind of becoming Muse. Bullseye.
I like that towards the
Kingpin.
end. When we got to the end of that, I was like, okay, I'm cool with it. Like when she showed that she's like smiling in the mirror under the mask, because that's who she really is. Like I like that. That was
The part that I struggled with was I just feel like Daredevil himself needs more depth.
Yeah.
And right now, like that status quo type thing, like it feels very much like they're pulling from the Netflix series as far as plot goes. But
and this Daredevil and Friends thing, it's kind of killing me too.
like he's not struggling enough. Like when Karen pointed the gun at Poindexter, like there was no point where I would believe that Daredevil is like struggling with the thought. Like this guy killed Foggy,
Right.
And he's like, no,
Right.
and that you're just like I'm not saying she should have killed him.
No, but
I'm saying we there should have been some turmoil
massive
there.
turmoil about it, and it seemed like
Yeah.
he kind of made he
They brought it down to
his-
one episode where he's just dragging him through a sewer, doing flashbacks of Foggy. Is like, this is why I'm not killing him, is because of these Foggy flashbacks. It's like, I wish that they would have told that, and that was the weakest episode
It was
by far. A lot of people liked it. I did not. The flashback episode was just weak. Like, you could have told that story through Daredevil in the present instead of going back and showing like Foggy tell the story as to why Daredevil doesn't change.
Right.
When, I would have loved to see him. I mean, he dropped the dude off a roof. And
he did attempt to
yeah,
kill
yeah,
him.
he attempted to
At
kill
one
him.
point, yeah.
And it just went right back to how it was. Like, I would have expected that to have a much bigger impact on who he is.
Right.
Where he's like, I attempted to kill a dude.
Right.
Like, that messes
He
you
kind
up.
of. It seems like it doesn't even bother him. Where like they kind of have forgotten about that.
Yeah, he
Didn't
went,
it
he,
seem
he
that
went
way?
right back to like, I can't kill anybody.
Right.
Like,
Right. It's like,
bro,
dude,
you pushed a dude off
off
a roof.
off a roof.
Off a roof. Like, you pushed a dude off a roof. Like, you should sit with that sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a question for both of you guys. So, what do you guys think? So, the season 2, I'm not sure about season 1, but they said season 2 like pretty much had like kind of low viewership.
Yeah.
What do you
So
guys-
season
what-
1.
What do you guys think about that?
Bo, you made this point earlier. Both shows didn't make the Nielsen charts, and they're trying to week it. Where, like you said, this could have been a binge.
Could have been a binge. Yeah.
Could have been a binge,
That's what I think.
especially for all the moments where I feel like you. Sometimes there were a couple episodes where I was like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean,
Yeah.
just a little bit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
It's a bummer. I think that if it was a binge, that it probably would have sat a little better with me.
Right. Because the flow of it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, especially like that one lull, that one flashback episode, because like, I mean, it was one of those things where the episode before that were kind of like, that's where it's gonna go, and then it did, and I was like,
See, they drop as
they
a
had,
binge
they had the
now.
best episode followed by what I knew was gonna be like the same thing that they've done in freaking sitcoms for the
Yeah,
last like
like a
30
recap.
something years.
Right.
Recap
Of like,
episode.
let's do a
Yeah.
flashback instead of
Right.
just moving forward with the stuff.
Right.
And then when they do move forward with it, like, just, we already saw Vanessa die at the end of one episode.
Right.
And
Then we did a recap.
Psych.
Yeah.
She gonna die at the end of this episode
Yeah.
instead. It's like,
yeah.
quit resetting the status. Like
Speaking of resetting, can we stop with the Kingpin versus Matt thing, which it should be more interesting than what it is,
the
but
Kingpin should have more enemies, for sure.
Matt should have more enemies.
Well, Matt should, but Kingpin should have more enemies.
Yeah.
Like, why is Spider-Man and Punisher and all of that? Like why is Matt the only one who's like this is a bad dude?
Contractually, Spider-Man is not allowed to fight Kingpin in live action. I don't know why.
Really?
Yes.
Weird.
Yes, I forgot why. Even though Kingpin is a Spider-Man villain. Yeah.
It's probably
Is he more of a Daredevil villain or a Spider-Man villain? Daredevil with him is more personal. I
mean he's a New York villain, so he's showed up.
Spider-Man already has a gallery of rogues.
But the only issue is that Kingpin is like he runs New York, and Spider-Man takes like the city's development, everything really seriously. So it's personal for Spider-Man too. He's shared. He was a
villain in the Punisher movies.
Like, and I think with Spider-Man, like he can.
Oh, he was.
He was played by, what was his name? The guy from like Green Mile.
Yeah, the black guy.
Yeah,
he was in Daredevil.
Yeah, I can't remember. He's a big dude.
Wait, the Kingpin was in Daredevil and in that Punisher movies in both of them.
Oh, was it Ving Rhames?
Was it?
What's his name?
The big guy died. Daredevil, not in Punisher.
Yeah, Daredevil. Okay, yeah.
What was his name?
So Punisher had, who was it? The guy from Greece. The guy from Greece.
The Nucci's. No, you're talking about what's his name? He's from Two-Face, the movie with what's his name? Nicolas Cage. Half-Face. Face Off. Half-Face. Two-Face. Half-Face.
The
Batman Part 2. That's all right. Okay. All right. No. Okay. Any other thoughts on? Also, the Karen Page did just like the struggle thing. Sick. They made a mistake killing off Foggy, because you would have loved hearing him in Foggy's dynamic. You would have loved it. But now that Foggy's not here, just get rid of all the friends, especially the Karen Page Matt relationship. Honestly, every relationship they have presented to me with Matt Murdock, including the one in She-Hulk, I just completely hated all of them for different reasons. Not for all the same reasons, but just because Matt Murdock. Well, we're waiting for him to get married? It's never going to happen. That's a character that we know that's going nowhere with. We know he gets laid. We know that he's good with ladies, whatever. It happens. He has flings. It's good for drama. But the thing with Karen Page, it was it felt like they were stuck together because they had to be stuck together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm surprised he didn't grow on you a little bit in the season, because I kind of liked her near the end of it.
You're scared now. I never noticed that. You're scared of me now.
Look. You're telling me in the scene where she had the gun to Poindexter and he knocked it out of her hand that you were siding with him more than her?
No, she's just so dramatic. I don't know. I just feel like she's all like, you're scared now, Kingpin. I can tell.
I think it was more annoyance.
She's so annoying.
I was kind of indifferent to her, but just Wes not liking her.
Every time she got on screen,
you're like, oh my God, Karen, stop! You're trying too hard.
You're trying. Stop it. All right, so it's a bias. Yeah, because fuck Buck too. Because where's Wesley? We miss Wesley, bro.
Did you not like Karen Page's introduction in Punisher though?
She was scary in there. She was good in there. Yeah, she was cool in there. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that because I don't want that to happen. Never mind. But yeah, no, that was cool. All right, so we're going to put Punisher next? I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right, we just watched Punisher one last.
Like 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago.
Man, I just don't understand why Punisher, he should just be all about revenge. Why does he always just kill people? Why do we have to watch about things about his problems and PTSD? Who cares about that? I just want to watch him kill people. He's just supposed to be all about vengeance. So that's what I think about it. 44 minutes, we only got 20 minutes of it being action, and then 20 minutes of
don't give us that pretend
psychological deep dive. Boo! They should have just made John Bernthal, just shoot an entire special, just straight action and hurt his body. You know what I mean? The whole way through. That's what I think should have been done, because I know everything and I'm on Twitter.
You want to know what the Punisher format kind of reminded me of?
What?
And this is kind of weird, but the original Jurassic Park. So the original Jurassic Park was really magical because it was cut in half. It was almost like two movies. You had the first half, which was all about being awe-inspired,
right? About
the science and the beauty and the dinosaurs.
They brought dinosaurs back to life, yeah.
And then the second half's this horror movie,
right?
Right. And then the Punisher, it's split in half, almost like that classic movie where this first half is this PTSD, showing the emotional trauma that he has experienced,
right. Loneliness.
Since we last saw him in the Punisher series on Netflix,
right? And
then the second half is this action thing that we all expected. And the build-up and the contrast between those two sections made it feel like a longer movie than it was because it was only 50 minutes.
Right.
And it felt like it was like a big hearty serving.
Right.
And that contrast just made it like the anticipation, the build up, and everything like that. It was beautiful. It was like man, this is like this really interior take of somebody showing like something that Marvel has never shown. I mean, the closest that they've shown to PTSD, that kind of drama, was Thunderbolts.
Right.
Which
y'all liked a lot.
Which I
you liked it a lot when we first saw it.
That's his favorite movie.
I came around to Thunderbolts. I came around to it. I give it a 7
Great
now.
film.
Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic.
Love it. It's a great film.
This one took that, grounded it even further, made it even heavier. Where like, man, you're sitting there like feeling a lot of heaviness.
Yeah.
Right. And I hate to be the MCU geek here, but they also, I mean, like at the end of it, we're going right in a brand new day. Like he's wearing what he's
outfit.
wearing, and
Tired.
I'm like, cool. Like this was something like integral in its own thing. And then and I think you have been on this for years. I think I was always like, you have a problem with them doing something different. You're like, no, it's not. Do something different. But then at the end, lead me with a story. Lead me to the next thing. And like, did you not feel satisfied by that? By like,
yeah, no. I mean, I know, because I would say when we started kind of like doing this film thing,
Mm-hmm.
like the MCU in particular, I feel like was at a point where they were kind of not connecting things.
Right. Phase 4.
And so now I'm like, I can clearly see that that's what they're doing, right? Like, after Daredevil season 2 and after this, like, you can't tell me they're not. Well, we know Punisher's in the movie.
Right.
But there's a strong chance that Daredevil's in Spider-Man.
You got me feeling like there really will be a Doomsday teaser after Spider-Man now.
There's
Now
no
they're
way
doing
there
all
isn't.
this. Yeah.
There's no way
I
there
was
isn't.
not high on that being thing because it's a Sony movie and whatnot.
Yeah.
But now with just how they've been weaving stuff, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Well, also you've got the Endgame re-release, and I sent to you guys today that
right.
Vision Quest comes out in October.
Oh,
So that's right before Doomsday. So there's no, I mean, come on.
Yeah. And they're just
Whoa.
connecting up
Yeah.
so much smarter than they used to, too.
Yes.
Like the way that's
Yeah.
connecting, like, we're not seeing these after credit scenes that will never show up again.
Right.
Characters that we
Yes.
never cared about before. Like,
yes.
the after credits or the epilogue of this was the guy that we came to see, was the Punisher.
Mhm.
Right.
It wasn't like the after credits was fucking Star Fox.
Mhm.
Like,
Right.
where'd he go? Like, it was
Ooh.
Punisher. Like you remember that? Where,
Yes,
we're sitting there watching the whole Thor movie. And
Wait, do
like,
you feel the way about
I
him
am
not-
the brother of Thanos.
Do you feel
Yeah,
like
You'll never see me again.
You're never gonna
Sorry,
say
that's Harry Styles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel the way about him not having the costume on the whole thing? Remember how you talked about like you were like, why didn't they just wear the costume in the beginning? We're all the way through. Now we haven't oversaturated with just the past 8 weeks of a guy in the same costume, so maybe you could feel a little bit different. I just want to know, like, how do you feel about it in this sense? Was it appropriate to have him
I think
just
it
at
makes
the very
This-
end of it?
This
Were you
was,
okay
this
with
was
that?
isolated, like it's secluded enough.
Yeah.
And like event
Mm-hmm.
that it made sense.
Made sense.
Like this wasn't watching the Punisher over several days of his life being the
Right,
Punisher.
or a movie in the theater.
Yeah.
Right,
This was. I mean, the story literally is he is giving up not just on the Punisher, but giving up
On his life,
like period.
he's about to kill himself.
The theme one last.
himself, sorry.
But the theme.
Cut that out.
The theme one last kill is not what I anticipated to be. It just wasn't. Like instead of like him actually going after the woman, it was the opposite of like, I'm leaving this one last kill for indefinitely almost. Like because so long as she's out there, I still get to be the Punisher.
Right, because
I still have a reason to live. I
She's
still have
gonna
a
be
reason.
looking for
I
me.
have a reason to fight.
she's gonna try again.
Yeah, and so had he, finished his journey, he would have been right back at that gravesite.
Right.
So I really kind of like that of like, for his own
But then I think
mental health and his own purpose is to be like, I'm gonna let you go so that I can keep being the hero that these people need.
need me to be.
Not that they need me to be,
But I think
but that he needs to be. He needs to be that.
I think even if she died, I think his sense of like being that guy on the block in the beginning, he's walking around this block. they almost over-exaggerate the crime around him. It was like a comic book. He's walking around, here's a guy getting beat up, here's somebody getting mugged, some kids are fighting. It's like the story of Job when they describe like in the Bible, he's like how nasty the city was or whatever. Like that's what he's walking around in, right?
It was RoboCop, dude.
Yeah, or like RoboCop.
It was Detroit and RoboCop. Like this had so many elements from so many things like growing up that I was like, it's almost like a hodgepodge.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that they were able to just put them all into this 50-minute. Like,
well, we said John Wick. What's the something we compared to when we were watching it? We said John Wick was something else.
To so many things.
It was something else. No, it was something
else.
I
mean, Manhunt.
It felt like Manhunt meets John Wick meets RoboCop meets Die Hard.
We said like 8 different movies.
There's so many different like elements that came together to create that.
Yeah.
And I mean, because of it, had its own kind of unique vibe.
I want to say this, man. I think after this, like this proves that like kind of similar to also like Werewolf by Night. Like Marvel needs to do more of these little one shots.
Well, Midnight Suns, they're serious about that. I know Werewolf by Night. Now here's the thing about Werewolf by Night though. It came out during Halloween, perfect timing, and it was a hit. Mm-hmm. People reviewed it well. I rewatch Werewolf by Night every Halloween season, so that was a little bit different. You know what I mean? I think, and honestly, that was a soft launch for their specials. Now they're starting to get a groove of how they want to go about this. This should hopefully, besides like the idiots out there who sounded like me at the beginning of this Punisher review, there'll be enough people to be like, "Wow, that was in depth. That was action packed. Give me more of these specials. Give me more John Bertham's Punisher." By the way, you gotta get this man. This man was, I think he's incredible. I know that a lot of people mean him up or whatever. I get it, it's funny. But I personally like, every guy has their bro actor who they love. My favorite bro actor is actually this guy, and I think he was born to play Frank Castle, and he's just excellent, man. Like he is so good. And,
he's actually like when I saw that he was going to play Frank Castle at first, I was probably one of the people that was like, he doesn't give me a Frank Castle vibe.
That's what I thought too. I thought the same. And I didn't really know about his work. I ain't seen Baby Driver or anything like that. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say that too. Like you imagine Frank Castle was like this big brawling kind of
right.
But he's not.
But his he show. I love it. He's different because it shows like his anger and his rage is his power, not his size. Even though he is strong, he is powerful. Yeah. The animal that lives in his lives in his heart or whatever. That's his power, bro.
When she was talking like the flashbacks and it showed like just like flashes of him, like they actually made him look bigger and scarier than I ever imagined John Bertram.
Yeah.
Like when they're looking out the window and you see that logo popping up, whatever. That's scary as hell, dude.
That last shot, he definitely way taller than what he actually is. You could tell he was walking on something. Like he definitely not that tall, but I don't know. It's so cool, bro. So. I'm impressed, man. I'm happy with what Marvel has given us so far. Like, I just really wish, like, why have we not had a really badass Daredevil Punisher team up movie? That would go so hard. Yep. Like, and we could have gotten over the kill hump this season Born Again. You could have gotten something, at least some new ground broken. We got a new season Daredevil, and there was no new ground broken at all.
I think, like, and they're different, but, like, we just saw 2 years ago. We just saw Deadpool, Wolverine, their comic accurate suits.
More and
rated R.
Yes.
There's no reason we can't have a comic accurate Daredevil, comic accurate Punisher. Just
these two in the city streets, bro. I
said this before, but this gives me hope of like what they could potentially do with like a Wolverine movie.
Right.
You said that,
yeah. I mean, we got like the smallest taste in Logan.
Logan, yeah.
But even that didn't touch like what Wolverine is capable of.
About to get a badass name though.
In comics.
Yeah.
September about to get a badass name.
My curiosity is just like how close are they going to get there?
Yeah.
Because there's still so much of like, oh, Wolverine, kids like Wolverine, so we've got to tone it down a little bit for the kid appeal. Or
that game won't do. That game will be like the movie we need, honestly.
Oh, that game will be brutal.
That game's gonna be the movie we need for sure.
That game's gonna be brutal.
I don't know, because I mean, there is the Wolverine game that had already come out.
Well, actually, that was a good one.
Yeah,
that was actually a surprisingly really good game.
It was way better than like the movies before it.
Yeah, that was a surprisingly.
But I would love for them to be able to do that in the films. Give us a comic accurate Wolverine and not the pretty boy Wolverine,
right?
But like, one that's like this.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna get there eventually. I think people, when they ever saw a trailer like a badass short Wolverine doing badass short Wolverine stuff like in the woods, something like that, they come around to it.
We need just like we had a running man Punisher. Now we need a running man Wolverine.
That would be so epic.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be so epic.
Cool.
Sending all of the superpowered people against Wolverine. Have him just
Fuck them up.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel MCU versus Wolverine.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I think, that was great.
Yeah.
That was great. So, yeah.
Marvel will do more of this.
Snow tires.
More rated R.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Batman fans, man.
Okay.